Alright, y'all, so let's talk theories. What is going to happen tonight? It is a finale of Succession, and we don't know exactly what's about to happen, but we can theorize, we can get kind of close to it, and probably won't even scratch the surface of what the writers have. That's one thing I like about the writers, is that they really make us think that we got it all figured out, that we're going to figure out what the ending's going to be, and then they're like, no, you're not. And that happened to me with season 3, that Tom biblical, like everything about it, that ending, that was just such a big, like, Tom came out of nowhere with that, right? Before we get any further into my theories and what comes next for Succession, I was about to say Yellow Jackets, but so many shows we watch. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We are on the road to 30,000 subscribers, and we are running a giveaway. All you have to do to enter that giveaway is make sure you comment below, I want to enter the giveaway, and be subscribed. You got to hit that notification bell so you know when I announce the winner as well. So make sure you do all those three things. At 28,000 subscribers, we will announce a winner. So we're getting close. So stay tuned. But let's get right into the finale of Succession and what could possibly be happening. So we know that everybody is at odds with one another. We know that Kendall's over here with Hugo, his dog. I mean, Hugo said it, woof, woof. And now we have Roman, who seems to be spiraling even more than he has ever been. And Roman's a weird case, honestly. We will talk about his whole scenario after the finale, because Roman, I felt, was at the top. Earlier on, after Logan's death, he was at that top. And now we see him all the way at the bottom. We'll talk how that even happened. We have Shib over here with Matsson plotting. I just don't know how that's going to go. And I don't trust Matsson. I've never trusted Matsson. I don't know why Shib's trusting Matsson. But that's definitely not going to be the best scenario there. So we do know that there's going to be a whole thing with the board. Stewie's even in this episode for all the Kendall and Stewie people. Y'all got it, and we're going to get it. So I'm excited for that too. We see a lot of like screaming, a lot of anger, a lot of things are not going to go the siblings' way. This is going to be an hour and 30 minutes of non-stop adrenaline, like what is about to happen, right? Because we're all just sitting there waiting to see who is going to lead the company, who is CEO. And in my opinion, here's where the theories start. So this could be spoilers. If you think these might be spoilers, they could possibly be, you know. So if you don't want to go knowing anything about the finale or what could happen, this is your moment to leave now, and I appreciate you coming. Make sure you subscribe. We'll be talking the finale as well. But if you're still here, let's theorize. Let's go. So I really do believe, like a lot of people are saying, that the three siblings, nada, zip. They're not going to get anything out of the company. Connor, of course, I think is not even going to get that presidential job he's trying to hunt down for. Here's where I think that people make sense with this theory, and the more I think about it, the more it does really click with me, is that cousin Greg is going to come out on top here. Now, we know that Greg is going to do whatever it takes to at least be somewhere in the company, right? He just wants something secure and stable, and money, of course. Cousin Greg has been doing his best to sort of branch out and try to get into as many people as he could. We saw it in the previous episodes with Matsson. We saw it in last week's episode with Mencken. So we see that Cousin Greg is like slowly, like an octopus, putting its tentacles everywhere and just trying to be that person that everybody's like, hey, that guy, maybe, you know? We even saw Matsson kind of giving some praise for firing those people, and also whatever the hell Greg is doing and leading. Matsson's kind of like, I see you, Greg, and you know what? I'll keep you on my tab. So we know that Mencken also kind of looks at Greg like that in a way. It seems if Greg got the chance and opportunity to talk to them, I think that he definitely could weasel him way in there a little bit more. But here's what I think. I think that Matsson and Mencken's whole little chatter they had in the previous episode that Shib kind of brought up on her own about having an American CEO, somebody that you can sort of manipulate, your little puppet or whatever. All of those things, I don't think Mencken really buys that Shib will do. Shib is, for all the things that she does, a very powerful, strong, opinionated person, and I don't think Mencken wants that. I don't even think Matsson wants that as like their CEO at the top person. They want somebody who they can bend backward and tell them whatever they want them to do, and they'll do it and do it and do it. Not a word, nothing. They'll just do it to collect the check and all of that. They'll be the face, they'll take the fall and all of that. And the only person that I can think is going to do all of that, of course, and I think Matsson and Mencken know, is Cousin Greg. Cousin Greg has shown that he will do whatever it takes in order to get closer to that pie. And I think Cousin Greg is definitely going to be the one that Matsson and Mencken are going to look at like, that's our guy. That's our CEO. American CEO, Greg. So I could definitely see that. And maybe Greg, it depends. I don't know about the relationship with Tom and Greg is at this point. I don't think it's as good as it used to be in previous seasons or whatever they had previous seasons. It was a little better. It wasn't amazing, but it was a little better than how it feels now. I feel like Tom is really spiraling as well. We saw it in the previous episode with him being exhausted, saying all of these things. So I definitely do see this finale being very hard on Tom himself. So I definitely don't know if we're going to be getting a Tom that's 100% ready to sort of take on the reins with Greg, and Greg might see this as well. I really do see that Tom could potentially like leave the family as a whole, leave this whole thing behind. But at the same time, I think Tom, like Shib says, also likes power. So Tom is ready to do whatever it takes. We could definitely see him still being head of ATN, a little bit more power here and there with Greg as CEO, but that's exactly what I think the finale will look like. I don't think that any of the siblings get anything, especially Kendall. I think Kendall is really confident. Everybody's thinking Kendall is going to be CEO for sure, but that's definitely everything we've been thinking since season one, and we've seen so far that whenever he gets really close to that gold, that fire that it is to be CEO, it like pushes away further and further, and there's just so much that Kendall can stretch. And I see it the same way with Roman. I see it the same way with Shib. I just don't see them attaining this at all. And it usually is the ending that's best is the one you least expect. Least expect, because even the ones you least expect don't seem to always happen either, because you're like, okay, they want me to think this, but this is exactly the opposite, so it's going to be this, but then it's exactly this that was all the way over here that you never even thought about. So I could definitely see this ending with Cousin Greg being the CEO, but let me know your thoughts and opinions on it down below. Do you think Kendall, do you think Roman, do you think Shib, do you think Tom, Connor, or Greg, or even Jerry will be CEO? Let me know your predictions down below. We'll see how many people predict. We'll put a poll up as well, and then we'll definitely talk about it during our finale ending explained. So stay tuned for that. But as always, that is going to do it for us. We have a review up for Influencer, the latest Shudder movie that just got released. We also will be having an announcement tomorrow, and we have some more videos cooking up for y'all this week. So very excited for all of that. But as always, that's going to do it for me. Like I said, we are running a giveaway. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed, hit the notification bell so you know when the announcement is done, and also comment below, I want to enter the giveaway. That gets you an entry, and we'll announce the winner at 28,000 subscribers. But as always, that's going to do it for me. Stay safe, stay positive.